Conquer sadnam, chanting into altered states with Aleksandra.
Hi, welcome to Chanting into Altered States. I'm Aleksandra, your host, and today I'm going to talk to you about chanting and why are we chanting? What's the point of chanting? For me, in my experience, chanting has helped me to calm my mind. Chanting has helped to rewrite my entire life. Our brains work in loops. So you might notice that you have same thought patterns going in loops. Like you see the chair and then that means this and this and this, and then your brain just keeps going in circles, right? And so we're going to be going in circles for our whole life. And that's the way that our brain works. And a really cool way to master those circles in our brain is to rewrite those circles like little discs. And the way that I experience it is that as the longer that I chant the same chants, especially if it's like in a loving space, the more my energy around me changes, and then I see the chair and I have a completely different experience of that chair, and then my mind isn't trapped in that old loop. So that's one of the reasons why we chant. Another reason to chant is to work on our voices and to communicate better. And it's a really accessible way, chanting is a really accessible way to find your voice, to find the power of your sound, your own sound. And we all have our own sounds. And that's incredible. Every single person has their own way of sharing their experience in this world. And something that really excites me about the fact that every single person has a different piece, a different puzzle piece, and the more that we chant, the more that we bring our puzzle pieces out into the open, the more that we can actually connect the puzzle pieces and have a way more fun collective experience in this world. So that's one of the reasons why I love bringing people into their own devotional practice, their own chanting practice, is because, I want to know what perspective this person has. Every single person has their own little nugget and own little perspective of this crazy thing called existence. So the more that we all have access to each other's nuggets and understandings of the world, the more we can just thrive as a culture. And I don't think that chanting needs to be any particular way. If you find you're excited about chanting in English, amazing. If you find that you're excited about chanting in Hebrew, perfect. I love chanting in Gurmukhi, which is from the Kundalini Yoga tradition. I love chanting in Hebrew, as I came from a Jewish background. I absolutely love chanting in English. I really just love chanting, so I guess I love it all. But you are welcome to find your own chant and your own voice and your own excitement towards whatever calls to you. I find that whatever calls to me tends to be the most direct way for me to access my own consciousness. So if you're called to sing in any language, you can even write your own chant. Anything that is repetitive and loving will really benefit you. And there's a few chants that I will explain to you that are specifically used for specific reasons. So for example, there's a chant that is specifically for communication, and we'll be going over that later. And there's a chant that's specifically for opening the heart. And as with anything that's translated from another language, there's not really English words that can translate it fully. So what you're going to be getting is experiential knowledge of what the chant means to you. Even though it might have a specific translation, you don't need to totally pay attention to the specific translation, because your understanding is going to come through your actual practice. So you don't really need to know what any of this is, because it's all about your own experience. And that's what I love about chanting, is that chanting and singing mantra, which is mind projection. Mantra, mind projection. It's an incredible access point to your own experience with the divine, with the cosmos, with yourself and your own energy field. And all of these relationships that we're having where we might be a little enmeshed, it's really powerful to unenmesh ourselves and to really find our own energy field so that we can actually really have true relationships with people. That's another thing that I love about chanting, is that once I'm done with my chanting practice, I feel like, whew, there I am, and there you are, and I know myself. And knowing myself is the way that I can actually know you, because I'm not trying to get anything from you, I'm not trying to ground through you, I'm just myself. And it's amazing. So this is why I want you to have your own experience doing this, because I want to play with you in your way. I want to play with my way. I want to be a part of a world where we are truly ourselves. I want to live in a world where we are truly speaking our truth, where we're speaking, singing, thriving. So, welcome to the Chanting into Altered States channel. I'm your host, Aleksandra, and I'm so grateful that you came.
Chanting into altered states with Aleksandra, conqueror sadhana.